Whoa.
Why? What have you done?
What was Ray doing there?
What was Ray doing there? I didn't. What are you up to, Ray? Stop it!
He had the headphones off.
What are you doing?
To the music.
Ray, you can't upset the talent, man. I pay big bucks for John. Enough of it already. Well, hello, fellas. Last week was a bit of a... Do you know what they used to say in the olden days? A damp squib. Do you know what a squib is, William? Do you know what that is? Have you ever heard that? See, people wrongly say damp squid, but he comes on midday on his own show, and he's not that damp because he's dried out by the time he does. A squib is the thing they used to ram down a cannon to put when they put the gunpowder in, you see. And if it was damp, it would wet the gunpowder, and they couldn't fire the ball.
Why does that sound really perverted? That really sounds...
What, ramming up your cannon?
That sounds very perverted.
Raymond, we've only been here for 2 minutes and you're already off.
You started.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man. Chat, how are you all? Fantastic to see so many folks. Thank you so much for popping in. We really hope we're going to get the This Week on Stadia this week. Because last week, it's going to happen.
We already got it.
It's going to happen. Cloud Gaming Dad says it. Let's go. Yeah, absolutely.
What's going on, Cloud Gaming Dad?
Poor ODR Gaming wasn't expecting the noise. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, it's the band. Band's got to play, man. Band has got to play. And talking of band, as we've got a couple of minutes before we hit refresh, fellas, how has your week been in the great, wide, wonderful world of Stadia? Raymond, go, Raymond.
It's been great, man. Just played
me.
Yes. Played some PUBG last night, and I must say I did not get no win at all. I just got killed on my own damn stream over and over and over again. So that was fun.
Was it last night? Because I was up at 6 with watching you.
Look, I live in the Pacific. For me, it's last night. For you, it was early in the morning.
Yeah, it was. You know what? I wake up, there's little birds out. Do 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 do. It's like lovely. It's like a classical scene from an old painting. And then I put the phone on. It. What the hell gets here? And that's how Ray wakes me up with his alarm, playing the games. Yeah. Love you, brother. John, you look like you've been for a run, my man. You look like you've been doing a 5K.
I'm trying to replicate Ray's, but Ray's got a hat on this time. So I thought,
yeah.
I guess next week I'll wear the hat then, and Ray can go back to the.
Yeah, no, fair show.
We'll switch up.
Yeah,
we do underwear too, folks. Too.
I just feel like John needs the Rocky music.
Yeah, right.
Actually, he reminds me of Little Mac running behind his trainer in Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh yeah, remember that? Hey, can Ray be my trainer then?
Yes,
right.
Yeah, well, we know he's when he's had hot dogs thrown at him in the stand and stuff, he stood up for himself.
Oh my goodness!
Well, what are you talking about, Ray? You could be my trainer.
He could be your Adidas.
I would love to be your trainer, John.
Wilhelm Meinerherr, how's your week been, my friend? How has it been?
Oh, had an exciting week, man. Had some house repairs done, but I've been playing some Stadia as well, some Sniper Elite 4, some Wreckfest, and some Baldur's Gate 3, man. Been enjoying myself.
Wow, Baldur's Gate 3. When is that coming live? I mean, actual finished out of early access and all that stuff.
Early or mid 2023.
Early or mid.
But so far, you've got about 40 hours, and it's a quarter of the game. So when it's fully released, it should be spectacular.
Right. Okay. Well, listen, it's 5 o'clock. 9 a.m., midday, whatever. And we've still got last week's blog post. Hang on. No, we haven't. Yes.
Uh-oh. Buckle up.
Buckle up, Buck. This, you know what this needs? This needs a... Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Right then.
Mackerel.
Pull it down.
All right, Ray, I'm not going to let the clap finish. Enough clap.
The clap? Who's got the clap?
I nobody's got the clap. I'll give you a flipping dose in a minute. Look at all this! Wow! Wow! Look, I'm giving you a sneaky peek, and then we're not going to. Well, let's all go on in. Oh, I haven't seen that before. High Isle, Legacy of Bretons, Power Rangers. We got the Lake. Great game. Played that. Love it. Golf with your friends. Excellent.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a surprise. Dead by Daylight, but we don't know. Yes, they're pro. That isn't. Ben 10 Power Trip. Tohu, Death Run TV, Through the Darkest of Times, Deliver Us the Moon, and to top it all, Vets just paid for my next meal. Yes! Oh God, thank you. Fish and chips for everyone. Actually, that fish and chips for everyone would be about 3 times that these days.
I know.
Well, you
Right?
get some
know.
chips.
Yeah.
How about cup of tea for everyone then?
Cup
right?
of tea for everybody, right, governor? Tomorrow, John, marks the start of a brand new month. And you know what that means. I know John does. Video games. That means more video games. New games coming to Stadia Pro. A new month means a new slew of games headed to Stadia Pro's library of, count them, 50 plus titles. Minus. And this time, we've even got a handful launching tomorrow directly on the Stadia store. Wow. So we got new pro games and we got a handful of new games that are new. And they're coming to the store. I'm just interpreting for those of you that don't speak English. Starting June the 1st, claim and play new Stadia games, including Deliver Us the Moon. Oh, hang on, John. Hang on, mate. Hang on. I'm going to sack. Just realised something. I'm going to sack. I'm going to sack the dude. There it is. Now we're happy. News. Now we can crack on. Starting June the 1st, claim and play new Stadia games, including Deliver Us the Moon, Lake, Death Run TV, they're your mates, aren't they? And Through the Darkest of Times at no additional cost with an active pro subscription, which we've all got, haven't we, chaps?
Yeah.
Here are the 7 new pro games you should start playing in June. Deliver Us the Moon, $25, or claim it at no cost with pro. And it's we all know because we've been hanging about waiting for it. It's a sci-fi thriller, John, set in apocalyptic near future. Well, we've kind of in apocalyptic future right now, aren't we? And we don't have to have another one, do we? Where Earth's natural resources are depleted, I say. A lone astronaut is sent to the moon on a critical mission to save humanity from extinction. Bless him. Lake, $20, or claim it at no cost with Pro Ray. Escape to a beautiful rustic environment without cell phones.
Oh, man.
And the internet as Meredith Weiss, or Wise, because she would have been Weiss in her Germanic origins, but now she's not because she's anglicised it, Ray, see? Who takes a break from her career in the big city to deliver mail in her hometown. Everybody loves to deliver a mail. In this indie open-world adventure game where your choices matter, you'll have to make up your mind. Return to that demanding damn city job, or stay.
Hell no.
Yeah, I'm sorry, John. or you can deliver mail in the town you grew up in and be known as Posty John for the rest of your days. Actually, I had a little sneaky peek at this on another platform that shall remain nameless, and I liked it. The Rokk liked what he saw, chaps. To paraphrase Vet. Death Run TV. Now that's $15. So you get it for nothing. Are you totting these up? 25 and 20. All right. So that's what? What, Ray? Is he telling me to speed up?
He's telling John to run faster behind the
I'm happy.
Oh, bless him. Give him a little cuddle, mate. He's all excited. Death Run TV, $15, or claim it at no cost. Actually, $15 is flipping good anyway.
That's a good deal, yeah.
That is a good deal. Experience real-time, blistering speed and bullet-dodging action as you compete for glory, assuming you're able to survive. A fast, hardcore roguelite. Oh, Ray. Just forget I said that, mate. I didn't say that. Twin stick shooter set in the world's biggest and craziest game show where only likes really count. You were saying, John, we'll come back on a bit more in detail, but they had to tone it down. It all got a bit sweary.
Yeah, because they put out like an early demo of it, like the first couple of levels the first episode or whatever, and there was a lot of swearing in it, so they decided to tone it down.
Bless them.
I'm glad they did that.
Yeah, it makes it more accessible, and it means Ray's allowed to stay up late and play it as well. So that's important for me. Through the darkest of times. That's another $15 one, Ray.
I'm interested in
that's,
this one. I love history.
Me too.
That's $75 so far.
Wow.
Yeah, what a great price for that title.
That's awesome, isn't it? Lead an underground resistance group in 1933's Berlin, Ray. I think you and I were about 6. Your goal is to deal small blows to Hitler. Sorry, Hitler's Third Reich engine. I've got to read the full sentence. Dropping leaflets to spread awareness, painting messages on walls, sabotaging, gathering information, and recruiting more followers, and all of that while staying undercover. If the regime's forces learn about your group, the life of each member, you can clip that if you wish, is in grave danger. But William, that's not all, my friend. You can also claim, look at this, golf with your friends.
Finally.
And Ben 10 power in Stadia Pro tomorrow. Hang on.
Macro.
Is this Christmas, John? We got one, we got two.
But wait, there's more.
Forget Christmas in July. It's Christmas in June.
Wow.
How many games is that, Rock? How many games is that?
Well, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 games, Ray.
Whoa.
7. Oh, I'm having palpitations. Right. And starting tomorrow, June 1st, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid roster update. I would really love that if they typed it as Rooster.
I know.
I would have been really happy with that. There's a lot in store for Rangers worldwide with the 2.9.1 patch to address character and gameplay changes across the grid. Now, watching our very good friend and now your mama knows Cowboy Anthony last night in his amazing show that he does, and he did an amazing show last night. He actually made a point, and I want you to fact check this for me, William. He said he saved that game. If it wasn't for him playing it, nobody would have played it. So I want you to fact check it if you can. Go into Wikipedia and see if that's if he's actually credited for that, because I think
I
it's
can do
important.
better than that. Let me check my Anthony's Magic 8 Ball.
I saw him play it, and I got turned off from him playing it. So I'm just saying.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh no.
He made me not want to play it because.
Yeah, he made me not want to play the game.
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony, I'm sorry, my friend. I've opened a sore up that he may never recover from.
Check that.
Bless him. Anyway, listen, that you can expect to see battle changes for several characters from Udonna. Do you remember her in the 80s, like a virgin, to Adam Park? What? Whether it's more effort required to defeat your foes. What? Madonna, like a virgin.
Oh, okay, Udonna.
Oh,
Ever
right.
since you said that, that's all I heard in my head.
Or reduce damage to give others a chance. The new update also tackles Megazord adjustments in addition to all the buffs and nerfs galore. Be sure to head over to Power Rangers Battle for the Grid for a more phenomenal experience. God, I got through that. Well done. Discover the Elder Scrolls Online High Isle, June the 6th. Ah, wow. That's what that was. A brand new Elder Scrolls adventures arriving on Stadia, June the 6th. So get ready to defend the legacy of the Bretons in ESO's upcoming High Isle chapter. Learn more about the history and the background of the sisters. There have never been better sisters. Oh, Archipelago, Ray. In a recent story trailer, and discover more about the noble knight, aspirant, and in-game companion, Isabel Velois, voiced by none other than Laura Bailey, Ray.
Oh, wow.
Who's Laura Bailey, John?
Her name says it all. It's Laura Bailey. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who's Laura Bailey? Rock, Go Google it and let's show everyone who Laura Bailey is. I can't believe you don't know.
Well, I don't know. Hang on then.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Either do I. That's why I'm telling you.
I can't type. Oh, there she is. No, she comes up straight. I didn't need to put Laura down, and she's the first one. So she's famous. Oh, American voice actress. You know what? She did Dragon Ball Z.
That's right. Nice.
Yeah. Funimation dub. And well, Laura, we're really sorry that we didn't know you.
What's
but to be
age?
fair,
How old is she?
how old is she? Where does it have her age? Years active. Yeah. Well, I don't know, mate. What do you want to know that for?
Yeah.
What do you want her address?
My wife's home today. She's quiet.
Ray's taking notes. Yeah, she's an American voice actress. That's why we didn't recognize the name, bless her. She's probably really famous in the world of voice acting.
Probably been in all kinds of games we've played.
Right.
Uncharted.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Soul Eater. Oh, she's done. Yeah, she's certainly got the old portfolio going down. World of Warcraft. There we go.
She was Abby in The Last of Us Part 2. Oh, okay.
Do you know, I'm not just saying this, John, but when I saw that photo of her, I actually thought that was her because she did. I watched her in a YouTube video when she was being interviewed, and she didn't look a million miles different from the character. There you go. That's Laura Bailey. So she's big business, mate. This is also your last chance to receive the Pale Frost Elk mount. Yep, if you've never been mounted by a Pale Frost Elk, now's your last chance. And additional in-game rewards for pre-purchasing the Elder Scrolls Online High Isle. So don't miss out on your chance to claim these bonus in-game goodies before the new chapter lands.
Get in there while you can.
I got to get that mount.
Yeah.
Ray loves a bit of milk. I'm going to
check out the elk.
That was cool, guys. Right then. Yeah. Thoughts.
I have to be honest. I was not expecting that much.
They dropped some delicious goodies on us today.
I did, and I'm happy because the other games I did not purchase. So I didn't purchase the Golf with the Friends. I didn't purchase the other games that they added on. So I am extremely excited.
Well, I would have purchased Deliver Us the Moon, so I'm ecstatic to get that. And I would have purchased Through the Darkest of Times. Golf with Your Friends, maybe not, but now I get to play it with my friends. So thank you, Stadia Pro.
Yeah,
hey, what's tofu about?
Tofu, it's kind of it's a meat substitute, Ray. Basically. I think I've played it. Do you know the graphics? The style reminds me. Do you ever guys ever see the Moomins? Do you ever see the Moomins?
I've seen Mormons. They knock on my door. They knock on my door. I don't answer it. I just keep going. I don't answer it. But you know,
the Book of Moomins. Yeah, it's a kid's book. It reminds me of that kind of Swedish-looking styly. Do you know what, Ray? Let's go and find out.
Yeah,
shall we? Should we click on a linky? There was one here. There is. Tofu. There we go. Now, I don't know whether we've got any... Oh, here we are. It's only £11.99 to buy.
Oh, wow. That art looks cool.
It's a gorgeous-looking game, isn't it? I
think Primo said it's a hard puzzle game.
Ah. Yeah, that's... Oh, there you go. Oh, yes, I like those kind of games.
Man, Stadia is filling my backlog with even more games I have to play.
Matron. Oh, yeah, you got it all going on here. Description. Experience a brand new adventure game set amongst a world of weird and wonderful fish planets. Explore beautiful environments, solve intricate puzzles, and discover the truth about a mysterious little girl and her mechanical alter ego, Cubus. Do you think that's Cubus, that little fella there? He looks kind of mechanical.
Very well could be. So Better Games, Craig says in the chat there, he almost bought this last week.
That's
way. Right, because it's been on sale. I know Paul, Mr. Bayron Plays, was asking about it as well.
Wow.
I haven't played it either. I was close to buying it too, but it's a good thing that, it's part of Stadia Pro, so we'll be able to try it out tomorrow.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
Totally. No, it's amazing.
I'm going to the moon. I'm going to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Raymond is going to the moon. How about golf with your friends, though? First, Ray. How about a little round with your mates?
I love playing miniature golf. Love it.
I watched John playing this, and I thought it looked brilliant. I have to say.
Yeah, it is. This is going to be so fun. Remember, like in my review, that's what I said. This should have launched on Stadia Pro.
You did
Seeing
say that.
this come to Stadia Pro now gives me really good hope that Overcooked, the other game from Team 17, will come to Stadia Pro. And also, we know Worms is coming, right? WMD. Again,
I want to get Worms.
Those are all pro games. Like, I really hope that they launch Worms into Pro, and I hope we see Overcooked next month come to Stadia Pro, because that would be great.
Just let your cat lick your face, Ray. You'll soon get them, mate.
So next month, I'm hoping for some hot D.
Oh yeah,
I'm
baby.
hoping.
Hot D.
Yeah. House of the Dead.
Excuse me, you have a wonderful wife. Sarah's not going to like that. You looking for the hot D, man.
Yeah. Enough of your hot D. Ben Tower Power Trip. That's been around for a little while, hasn't it? On Stadia.
It's been for a little while. It's a game from Outright Games. So there's another game coming for Stadia Pro from Outright.
Do you know we're going to have all of their catalog on Pro before soon, aren't we, John?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it looks like
so.
it. Yeah.
Oh, this looks excellent.
Yeah, this is a great game for kids. If you look at the games that are coming to Stadia Pro in June, there's a little bit, a game pretty much for all types of players and gamers there.
Hey, let me tell you, we went for Memorial Day. We didn't barbecue. We went to a restaurant. We sat at the booth, and my son, he was like just acting crazy. So I handed him my phone, smacked on the Stadia app, and he was playing with the hand control. So games like this, your kids are getting bad, you want to quiet them down, just give them the phone with the game.
So you heard it here, folks. Good excuse for parenting. Give them a Stadia.
I thought you normally take them to the bathroom and give them a spanking, and then get them back in the restaurant, and they're all straightened out.
No, John, no. We don't. I just like to say on behalf of the management, we definitely do not condone child violence. That is never.
You are guilty.
Yeah, you're fired. Deliver Us the Moon. We know about that one. That's exciting. Lake. So, have you guys seen Lake? Have you given Lake a go, or?
I've seen the trailer for it. It seems interesting. I mean, if you think, okay, so here's a game, you're going to be like a male person. You're like, that's kind of be strange. But like watching the trailer and some people play it, it looks pretty interesting, and it's not going to cost me any extra money to try it out. So I'm definitely open to trying it and see.
Of course, idiot boy here thought he'd go off and claim the games.
Yeah,
I was into the future.
Rokk. I'm sitting here and I'm like, Rokk, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just so excited, Ray.
Yeah.
So what I will do though is I will pop up a new thing.
Shout out for Wired Productions. They did give us like a little hint on Twitter with the rocket shooting off, and
that's true. Yeah,
I actually saw John Scar's little DM
fellows
tweeted that out, and I was like, oh my god.
What was I looking for? Oh yeah, Lake video game. Lake,
yeah,
mate,
Lake.
not Lake.
Oh, Lake.
Do you mind if I play the PlayStation? You don't mind, guys, do you? We just turn the noise off. Ignore any sales promotion for PlayStation. So yeah, graphics are really nice. It reminds me of the recent games that came. What's it called? I've done it already. We're only 5 minutes in. In my head, John, I see it. It's just not coming out here.
I'm the exact same way.
Yeah.
It's like I could see it in my head, but from head to tongue.
It's just not coming out. You know the one, Life is Strange. It's that kind of a
thing. There you go.
Yep. Look, there's Ray delivering the mail. Look, he's delivering a nice text.
I wonder what it is, Ray. I tell you what, if anybody raps that well, they need a full-time job at Amazon, don't they?
Yeah, there you go. Look at this lumberjack.
Yeah, and he's all right.
William coming down the tree there, right?
Look at the detail of the game.
Amazing.
I mean,
It's a really nice game.
Now, Ray,
I'm not
I
going to
don't
knock
want
it.
to see you streaming this and having that mail truck go all over the place trying to
Yeah.
and things like that. I want you to drive like a true mail person. United States Postal Office, right?
yeah.
You could imagine Vet here just aiming for the cats. Couldn't you?
Going
Just,
postal.
yeah. Just,
Exactly. Taking out everything. Look,
There
the
you go.
Flick Shack. Oh, what do you buy at the Flick Shack?
well, no, you
Oh,
can
my
rent
God.
games. You can rent videos. And then you,
Oh, look at that. Look
and then you
at
go back to Ruth at the Ozarks place
Yeah, there
and
you
watch
go.
them. There you go.
There's
It is.
a nice
It's
little
actually a
tool.
kid's version of Ozark, Ray.
So this reminds me, out here where I live, we have a Lake Tahoe, and that's what it reminds me of. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful lake.
It's a really nice game, and you basically, it's one of those where, a bit like Life is Strange and Life Before the Storm, where you kind of have to make choices. So and also a little bit like the wine game as well. What's that called? A Million Days, and you essentially. That's the fella. And you essentially have to, do I do this or do I do that? And do I want to, I enjoyed it. I mean, I only played an hour, but
I like the traveling games. I like the, I think this is cool.
No, don't hit that car, Ray. Come
Don't
on,
do
leave
it.
that bucket alone. Yeah.
did you?
I have a perfect driving record.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, but it's by Johnny Cash. We're talking about, and you're not supposed to play those 45s in a car. How many times have I told you? So that's the lake. What else do we have going down? We know about Death Run TV. Let's go and have a look at John's channel for Death Run TV.
What?
Let's just switch account because nobody wants to be deeply relaxed
Well,
with a
Ron,
video.
you need to get out and meet some people then, Ron.
What's Ron up to?
He says, what if you have no friends to play golf with
Oh,
friends?
bless him. You can play with yourself, Ron. It's never stopped you before. Let's
It's not on stream.
no. Let me see. Where's John in my hierarchy of people I care about? Right down the bottom. There he is.
Oh my God, at the bottom.
Awesome. There he yeah. So let's see, John. When did you last play this one? Then is it going to be in your videos?
No. Yeah. It'd be under videos under Stadia. The trailer you're looking for.
No, I'm looking. No, there we go. Golf with friends.
Oh, golf with your friend. Okay, I thought you.
There we are. There he is. There he is.
Okay.
I had that same hat on.
It only took him 9 strokes, and he got
At
it in
least
the
you
hole.
changed your shirt.
Yeah. I did.
Look at him.
Android.
He's promoting Stadia Source. Have you ever seen him with a Rock Show T-shirt on, Ray?
No, hey. You know what? They give me 25 cents every video that I wear that.
I flipping sponsor their entire hosting, and I didn't even get a T-shirt. Wow.
No, I bought that. I bought that before they changed the design. But yeah, no, I'll wear a Rock shirt.
Very nice, mate. Very nice. But who are you playing with here?
Oh, let's see.
Was it your other English friend?
Me and Kevin. This is me and Kevin's type of game right here. Oh my God, Pro! If you want to get in, you can get in too. We can have a foursome, threesome.
Sounds like a hell of a time with our balls. John, I saw a clip that was entered into your clip show, Stadia clip shows that Dandroid gave of this game. He had an incredible hole-in-one.
What's up, Mr. 1030?
It looks like an incredible game. How many friends can join together and play?
I think there's 12. Is it up to 12 people can play?
12?
Oh, this is a good when you guys streaming.
So.
It's a good multiplayer stream right here.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm up for some of this. And ever since I damaged my shoulder, do you remember when I was training to be a pro golfer, and then I damaged my shoulder and I never completed the course, so I could actually hone my skills now on this. And that's exactly what you need. So that was that one. And then Death Run. Oh, I'm really keen to look at Through the Darkest of Times, actually.
That's a game I love history, especially. I don't know what it is about World War II, man. It's like
it's
so
an
many
incredible
stories.
It's an incredibly interesting time, and it's an incredibly interesting look at it with the art style and the choices you get to make. I'm not sure if it's trying to give us some kind of commentary on that exact time and situation, but I imagine there'll be some of that as well too, for the historical,
Wow. Yeah, I think I said last time we talked about this, it reminds me of Mouse, Maus, and then you guys, I don't know if you guys had heard of that. It was kind of a really popular comic book series in the 70s and 80s where mice were used instead of Nazis. Or was it cats were the Nazis? Mice were Jews. I think that was the deal. But it was excellent, and it has this kind of look to it, I think. Yeah.
I remember Danger Mouse. Remember Danger Mouse?
Danger Mouse. Did you get Danger Mouse in the US?
I sure did. I love Danger Mouse.
Did you? With Penfold.
Yes.
Penfold and Danger Mouse.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Did you ever see Only Fools and Horses, Ray? Because I know you're a bit of an Anglophile. You love a load of English stuff, don't you? Did you ever see that show?
I have to say no. I haven't.
No, okay. Well, the main character did the voice of Danger Mouse. That's the reason I mentioned. I think he did. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, William.
You are correct, Rokk. The Jewish people were drawn as mice and the Nazis as cats because the Holocaust was indeed a predatory game of cat and mouse.
Yes, there was a lot of that going on.
Very good.
Yeah. SPG's on the money there, I can tell you. Yeah. He certainly is. So this looks good. Another one for the old pro gamists. And then Death Run TV. Now, you actually had these guys on, didn't you, John? Where you were interviewing them. And what did you glean anything that the guys watching might find of interest that you wouldn't get elsewhere? Like news about the game, or
no.
I mean, you can do they drink Coke? I don't care really. Just fill the time, mate.
As we mentioned earlier, that was my cue. It went right over my head. As we mentioned earlier, in the basically the demo that they released, there was a lot of like swearing and stuff. So they had talks internally and with the team, and they decided to tone it down a bit as far as that, just because to make it like if you're streaming this game and it's F this, F that, and S this and S that every couple of seconds, then you're gonna limit your
put an option button in. So because sometimes I like to hear a lot of F words and stuff.
Well, you can. I just had a vision of John in the toilets with his kids going, you effing S, and slapping them.
Hey, I never said slapping. I said spanking.
Well, what's the difference?
Wow, look at this thing.
You never got spanking when you were a kid?
Never, mate. No, I've never ever hit my kids ever, and I know.
No, yeah.
Well, and I did get the bit of the belt when I was a lad, but I got most of the violence in my childhood came from the headmaster of my school, John, an old South African guy. He was just infamy.
No, I went to a Catholic private school, and the sisters, they had rulers, and I think they thought those were katanas, man.
Many kids got sent to the principal's office to get the belt too,
or the paddle. Yeah.
No, I was in a league of my own, mate, when I was at school.
Nah,
I would jump in to break up a fight to help kids, and I'd be the one that then got the slipper. Oh. What was that all about?
The slipper?
Yeah. Sometimes it was a slipper. Sometimes it was a ruler.
Taught you a valuable lesson to not get involved.
All I'd say is don't be a kid in Victorian times, William. It was terrible.
Victorian. Did you work a lot, Rokk?
I was up so many chimneys, mate. I tell you.
Chimney sweep.
There we go.
That was before work.
It was, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was last week. Yes, there you go. And let me see. So that was your twos. I'm excited, guys. 7 games. Yeah. Jeff can't believe it. In fact, he got excited there. Like he wants to make a comment about slapping. him and his OnlyFans that he's got going on. Bless him.
Hot Tub Streams coming on Twitch TV, folks, soon.
What is?
His Hot Tub Streams are coming in June.
Oh. Hot Tub Stream.
Yes. He's in a hot tub streaming live.
Jeff is going to be in a hot tub.
Yes.
And, bubble bath or
he
makes his own bubbles, Rokk. To be honest, you know.
I hear he
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
He buys the bubble bath from Anthony's Avon page. So
Oh no, the circle of life. It's all going on here. So there was your twos, chaps. That was exciting. 7 games.
Excellent.
Go and claim them tomorrow. What are you going to play first, Ray? Got any of those that you're up for straight off?
I've been really wanting to play Deliver Us the Moon. And it's gonna, like, my time is gonna be midnight. So I think I might just hop on at midnight and play it. Or I might hit up Kevin and see if he wants to go golfing. So we'll see.
All right, mate. I'll have a game with you. Don't have to hit me. Do you see what I was thinking, Ray? Was you could deliver the moon and then pop over to the lake and deliver some post. So you see what I did there? You see that?
I'm a huge fan of Wire Productions. I love their game, so I'm really excited about Deliver Us the Moon. So
yeah, I can't wait to sit in the cockpit and try to launch that thing. I'll probably launch it wrong.
you want to sit where?
Oh no.
See, Rokk, you talk about me. Look what SPG's doing.
Do you know when we first launched this show, Ray? They were like little cherubs. They weren't
yes,
they? They were like the little fellas in the choir at church. And now look at them. They've turned into the Beastie Boys.
You see how William just slipped that in there nice and easy?
Oh, right. So we got some fantastic stuff. So let's have a quick recap here. High Isle, that's the Elder Scrolls. High Isle, that's the Elder Scrolls. What is it? A DLC? Is it an event? Yeah. It's a thing, isn't it? You can play that. Power Rangers Ben 10. What was that? What was so good about that? What was going on there again?
Well, he can turn it in all these different types of aliens with his watch.
Oops.
Yeah, and supposedly it's a little more in depth, so it's not just for kids. Adults can get enjoyment out of it as well.
Ooh. Ben 10 for adults. I just kind of don't really think we want to go this.
I remember we got my son a Ben 10 watch, and it had a hologram, and you would click it, and it would be the alien on the hologram, and he would turn, okay, I'm that alien now, and he would pretend to be the alien and run around the house.
Yeah, Nathan has an
Nathan does make a good point, Nathan. Yes, you do make a very good point there. Dead by Daylight, and no mention of it. Why, Ray?
Because...
Yeah, what's going on with
speculation time?
Yeah, it's a placeholder for Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, bless.
No, because guess what? I think they have another Monster or another Dead by Daylight event coming up.
Okay. There is something coming out for Dead by Daylight. I think June the 6th or something.
Okay.
Like
so
that.
They just forgot to put it in the coffee.
They just forgot to put the damn information in, that's all.
Damn them. Damn those filthy apes to hell.
I think he was probably excited. Oh my God, I'm right 7 pro games. I'm so excited. Wait a minute, what was that I was supposed to put in? Well.
Dead by Daylight. I've got the thumbnail now. I haven't got the copy. Go to press. Rokk and the boys are waiting.
Right.
Fair shout.
New thriller called what is it? The Dredge.
Dredge. Yeah. And Real Doctor says so. We got new. Could be the new Dead by Daylight DLC. Yeah, it's got to be what it is, isn't it? I would have thought. Well, you know what? They were going to put that in, and then they realized they had so much going on with so many games. Death Run TV, awesome. Tofu, which will always be known as Tofu. That's a beautiful looking game. But you know what? I was seeing earlier, Primo, who I played Destiny with earlier, Ray. We had a lovely time.
I actually stood and watched you talk and play.
Did you?
About Destiny 2. Yeah, I stood up and watched.
Yeah, it was nice. Nice. He's a lovely fella. I enjoyed my time with Primo. And he was saying that he almost rage quit Tofu because it was so difficult. So maybe it ain't a kid's game after all, or unless your kid is a savant or a genius, and then therefore it would be for them. Golf with Friends, looking forward to that. Deliver Us the Moon, Ray's excited. Through the Darkest Times, everyone seems to be up for that one. Awesome twos. I'm glad that he delivered it, chaps. We get all excited.
Yeah.
Now, I did see mention while we're here. Let me see. Stadia.
Pull it up.
This is great news.
What is?
What you're bringing up?
Oh, no, not necessarily, William.
Oh.
But hold that thought. I've been told that there are some great sales on over at Stadia. However, a lot of these, there's two of them, and both of them have been claimed. So, I want you just to fill in and imagine what those great sales could be if your favorite games were there on sale. Just imagine that.
I love that.
Absolutely awesome. Oh, I've gone lightheaded, Ray. Stop it. Let's have a look at this instead.
Woo! I am so happy for 314 artists.
314 Arts. There you go. So they've been working on Project Z, haven't they? Is that their game? Yeah, which we had a quick look at a little while ago. And John, did you or did you not have these fellas on for an interview at some point?
We talked with them. They during the interview, they basically it's people from the Stadia community started to talk about this game and say, "Oh, we'd love to see it on Stadia," and then just everyone was like, "Yeah, me too," and like their heads were like spinning in circles here. It got added to their Kickstarter, and then of course, once they added to the Kickstarter, they applied to be a partner developer on Stadia. The Kickstarter didn't get fully funded. I think it fell short. It was about 40% or just a little under there. But when we talked with them, they said, even if the Kickstarter doesn't work, we've got a plan B.
Oh, good.
And so other sources of funding and whatnot. So this game looks really, really good. It's not going to be out for about another, I think a year and a half or something. But still, it's great to see that they got approved to be a developer on Stadia, and looking forward because Project Z looks really
amazing.
good.
It looks amazing.
The atmosphere, the textures, the World War II setting mixed with zombies. I mean, it's just it's ripe for fantastic experiences. I can't wait to check this out, and I'm so happy that they became a partner with Google so that we can experience this, because the mood and the setting just looks incredible. Yeah.
Would they have? It wouldn't have been part of the makers program with Stadia.
No. Somebody asked them that, and they said no, they're not getting any funding.
Nope, they're not getting funding.
They got approved. Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. But it does look cool, and they had two games before. I didn't realize. I thought this was their first game.
They had another game, a shooter. It's on Steam. I think it came out 2016. And they're in Germany too, I believe.
There you go, Wilhelm. Relatives.
Vengeance is their other game, and then they have an engine as well that they license out. So
okay.
It's got that real creepy feeling, like that sci-fi / horror movie Overlord that's set in World War II.
I mean,
very similar.
If this is a game they've had, you can see the pedigree there, can't you?
Right.
It's got ray tracing going on there and everything, and this is 6 years old.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's so many devs out there that are just like diamonds in the rough. They're hitting gems, and they just when people back them up and they look at that. I mean, I'm very, very,
that was a
very
photo,
happy
Ray.
for him. Yes, I saw that.
Look at the FPS on that.
I love. Look at that. I love their stuff.
It looks good. This looks good. I mean, it genuinely looks good.
Game.
Right. I mean, how much
is that game?
How much is that game? This is part of their trailer video. So, should we go and find out, Ray? Should we find out?
Yeah, hold on. I got some bad people in the. I got to remove them.
Thank you. They've come from nowhere.
They heard our previous conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
That filthy talk that you allow on your show, Rokk.
Fun girls here. Should we shut down early? Chaps will explore. Oh, bless. Yeah, right. Exactly. So yeah, that is awesome news. And also what I love is that they're really excited about being part of the Google community as well. And the love, I mean, look at this, 89 retweets, 32 quotes, 380 likes. And that's people that, look, Ray's he's down at the party. Look, he's got his champers out. He's
and a few people
I would
confused.
very
I would like to let everybody understand how the process works. They did do a Kickstarter or whatever, but they didn't reach their goal, so they didn't take anybody's money. So nobody paid them any funds, and now they're bringing the game without the Kickstarter. So somebody thought they got to keep the money. I just wanted to clarify.
Oh
that.
no.
Wasn't the one I wanted to bring up. Hang on a second. Here we go. Stadia Revenge. Why buy 3 studios when you can develop with 3,000? I mean, that should have always been their model, quite frankly. Right from day one, and that's kind of happening. So that's absolutely awesome. And the thing, and I've said it before, the thing that I love is that Stadia as a platform is a great proving ground for small and up and coming boutique studios. There's a really welcoming community that just is very engaging and warm to any games and any developers that show any interest in the platform. So if you are a relatively small company, and you've got big ideas and dreams, I think it's a great place to start that off with. And we've seen ourselves, guys, how many studios have brought games to Stadia, exclusively for a period. And then they've used that, like Crater, to expand out to PC or console or wherever, having cut their teeth and honed the product and fully understood the market, and then take it out to wider pastures. I think that's a great business model. It's a really good way to go forward. I'm loving the fact, guys, that look, my boys, the band boys, were in there straight away. Look, with the comments. Anthony sneaked one in, but he desperately would love to be part of the band. He really would. He would roadie for us, guys. He would drive.
What instrument do you think Anthony would play?
Well, no, I just think he'd roadie for us.
I think he'd do. Well, he took violin lessons. So
yes, strings.
He could play the violin, but I think he should expand over to maybe like the flute or something like that.
What? There's a special flute. I think it would be perfect with.
There's one time.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
There's one time at band camp. Jeez, I tell you, there's those tweets of the chat messages from the fun girls who've put us off, boys. They've done it for us. They've done us in. I don't have a screen for this, but I could find one. Last week we should have said this, and I completely forgot all about it. But Destiny 2 launched its new season last Tuesday. The Thing of the Haunting. It's called the Season of the Haunted or Haunting, one of the three. Yes, Haunted. There we go. And of course, that's on Stadia. And in fact, that's what I was playing this morning with young Primo.
Nice.
Yeah.
This game never ends.
It's designed never to end. And actually, that's a really good point, Anthony's face. Sorry, look. Bless him, Bandcamp, more like Avon Camp. Brilliant. Sony said this week they've got, they've said it recently, they've got 5 projects that they're gearing up for, never-ending live games, live service-based games, and Destiny's leading that pack. So even though Destiny is already kind of there, I think they're just gonna pump it up with steroids, and there's just going to be a shed load of content. And what you'll get, I think, guys, is for PlayStation Premium Plus payment, you're going to have like these 5 never-ending gobstopper games as part of that. Because if you think about the way Ubisoft have gone, and we've said this before, you've got to make it so that there's always something to do, and then you don't go and cancel your sub, right?
Right.
Yeah. And so Sony are getting that, and they're going, we're going to create content that you will never want to cancel your Premium Plus. So I'm really stoked for Destiny over the next couple of years, because I think we're going to see a huge investment in it, quite frankly.
That's actually my plan. See, I've never played Destiny, or I played about an hour of it. So there's so much content. If I wait a couple more years, I can get into Destiny, and then I'll never have to play another game again.
Well, there is that. I tell you what, though, oh no, there he is. Look, his little ant. Here he is in his garden. There you go. In the projects, you see that? He's got a little fire, and here under you may not notice he's got a little fire hydrant in case his fire gets out of control. Do you see that, Ray?
It's important to be safe.
Yeah.
Smokey the Bear.
He's got what used to be a basketball thing, look, and that's now formed a new form of chair for all of his friends to sit on. You see, the boy's got it sorted, I tell you. Right. Yeah. Anthony, you know I love you, my brother. And there's his pool. Oh, look at that. He's got a massive trampoline.
Trampoline.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. He's at somebody else's house. Oh, hang on. It's all gone a bit left. Right, that's...
Is that a jar?
He turns the camera around and he goes, "How do you like my neighbor's house?"
Also, I tell you don't get this kind of content anywhere else.
Yeah. There was a lot of pickles at that party.
There were a lot of pickles. Yeah.
A large jar.
You don't get this kind of content anywhere else for the money, do you? Let's be frank. Or George. Yeah, right. So anyway, that's your Destiny. And then finally, guys, this one. Now we actually do need right now. We need Anthony's violin to play because all of us, except maybe I think John, are massive Breakpoint, Ghost Recon Breakpoint players. Ray holds a special place in our heart, my friend, because it's how you and I first met across the crowded battlefield. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember, brother.
Yeah, and you know what, Ray? They've only gone and deleted all of our saves.
Correct.
You know, I have another special memory. I beat that game with SPG.
Yeah, it's hard.
Which part of him? It's like Anthony's the king of content. I love Anthony's content because, quite honestly, when it goes Anthony's live, you never know what you're in for. You really don't. I'm going to go over and say, what's he up to now? He's changing the cess pump on his toilet or something. It's amazing. Yeah, but this is what happened, Ray. It seems to be an exclusive issue with Stadia because some of us have looked on other places where, particularly us Ubisoft Plus boys, and the save progress is okay there. So something's happened.
Yes,
and all of it's gone, William.
Yeah, you log into your account and the game completely acts like you're turning it on for the first time, except for the warning, that Stadia has you get past or whatever. That doesn't pop up again, but it starts you over fresh. So you're creating a new character, a new likeness, and you're starting that grind for gear over again. It made me very sad.
It did, and I was concerned to go any further with it because what I didn't want was for it to record that place.
Yes.
And then I came out, went back, and I went to, indeed, it was back in that place. And I thought, oh, no. Months and months I put into that game, like you did, Ray. Went through a ton of DLCs, completed the whole thing.
Yep. I think they had a new worker, and they probably said, whatever you do, don't touch that button right there. And I think you went,
Yeah, see Ninja Guy is in the same place. I hope, because what they've said, the basis of this article on Android Police is that they reached out to Stadia, because apparently they say that Stadia, there was a start of a thread on the community forum, and then it closed down. So there are plenty of complaints in the 2-day-old thread, but then when they went there, they closed the thread down as if it had been completed.
It's not fixed.
It's not fixed. No. They reached out to Stadia and said, "Come on, guys, what's the deal?" And they said, "Yeah, we're still looking at it."
What if you have Ubisoft Connect and you play it on Luna and you play it on another platform?
Cross-platform.
It's not cross progression, Ray. Never has been. So because I bought it originally before Stadia came out. Literally, it came out about 2 weeks before Stadia launched back in November 2019. I bought it on the my PS4, as was then, because I didn't know that it was coming to Stadia, and played it for a couple of weeks, and then I started it all over again, bought it again on Stadia and played it all over again and completed the whole thing. But there's never been, because it came out before the whole big Ubisoft Connect last year with Watch Dogs and Valhalla and so on, Far Cry 6. Games prior to that don't have that feature, and this one didn't. So if you go in and play anywhere else, you either start again or pick up where you left off.
I'm going in checking right now because I haven't seen for myself.
I'm super concerned about the fix. Yes, can they fix it? Absolutely they can. But is it, hey, it's fixed for here moving forward, and you're just SOL for all of your drawings? and all of your content, because the part of the game that is a little infuriating with this glitch is that you put so many hours in for the RNG of the game to dish up good equipment for you, and once you get that good equipment and your guy looks the way you want, well, now he's gone. So hopefully they reinstate it and get our saves back, but it's kind of interesting how the fix will work. You know,
this is I think this is probably one of the biggest all-encompassing issues that Stadia's had to date. Now, I know that there can be some pain between the setup they've got with Ubisoft, because I don't know if you guys remember last year, Ubisoft Gate, when I couldn't get to play Ubisoft Plus in my Stadia account, and it took them about 4 weeks to fix it, in fairness, but they did fix it, and it's all good now. R.I.P. Nomad. No.
Oh,
I feel your pain, brother.
Hold on. I'm checking right now. Shut up! Don't tell me.
What's he?
It's only going to load you into the helicopter.
You know he's going to get upset, right? You are, and you get that random character that it gives you.
Yes. Yep.
Hold on.
I'm telling you, bro.
Why, William? Why doesn't he believe us?
I don't know. If it's there, I'm going to be jealous. Because I beat the game with Ray. It was so hard. We worked together. We had Vet with us. We had a Bad Karma with us, man. We finally did it, and it felt like a really good accomplishment. I would like to have that accomplishment back.
I, on the other hand, did it solo. But I'm not judging.
I should do it solo. That was.
It's not difficult, man. I mean, I think it's one of those games. The more of you there are, the harder they rank it up, like they do with Division. They do that, don't they?
Yeah.
Ray, look at him. Look at the face.
He's concentrating very hard.
Look at the face.
It just showed my save in the corner, and then it loaded it in, and then it said, "It's starting over."
It's reality, Ray. It hurts.
Oh no!
Are you serious?
Turn over a new leaf, right?
Told you.
He about to cry in real time.
Told you. Sorry, soldier.
It just showed my save in the corner.
Poor
There's
Ray.
ray tracing in his
Oh my
tears.
god!
Oh.
We need the
fiddle. Yeah, this is where we need. This is what I'm going to say. This is where Anthony could bring his violin and give us the old.
Oh my! This is.
Mate, you know, this is it. We only bring you the factual news here, Ray. Now, at this point, on the 25th of the 5th, so it's only a couple of days ago, James from Google said, look, we sincerely thank you for bringing this to our attention. We wanted to let everybody know that we've escalated it to our higher tier of support. Yes, they have higher tiers, apparently. And we'll post on this thread with any further updates. But then it got closed down. The thread no longer exists.
I need some Ubisoft reward. I need some gifts in my Ubisoft Connect. I need some Ubisoft points.
Oh, it's the one above it, Rokk.
Did Ray think he was special? I love that.
I did. Look. Okay, so I just experienced this. I saw my avatar, my level in the corner. I was like,
oh, no way.
These guys don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Hang on, is that true? I didn't know this, Ray. Anthony says that the Avengers on Stadia had a similar issue. Of course, different studio as well. So they added a feature to back up the saves, but the saves were lost.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no good. Yeah. Wow. Do you know, though, Ray, I would actually play it all over again because I love that game.
But screw that!
But
SPG, you know how hard...
I know.
The last boss, we grinded our asses off.
Oh, poor Ray.
I need some Ubisoft.
And we fought the Terminators together.
Well, but Ray, you still did it. I mean, you still did it, right? It's not like it didn't happen.
They'll never take it away from us, brother.
Right, they'll never take it away.
Stop creeping, Ninja. Get back in. If you've ever wondered what an angry Ewok looks like.
There comes that
Oh no, he's now become an Assassin Creed. Bless him. Ray, I tell you what, mate, listen, I don't want to subject you to any more pain. So should we move on to the next section in the show before?
Yes.
I don't want you to feel upset.
Yes.
You're going to love it though. You are going to love it.
I'm not lying. I'm hurt. That's really. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Guess what it is, Ray? Guilty. It is. It's John Judge's City Skylines. I kind of gave a clue away there, John. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get you up with the screen, and we're gonna watch you play, and you're gonna talk about our
city. You got your video too.
Yeah, because I have yet to play this, and I'm keen to know all about your thoughts from a casual gamer's perspective.
Alrighty, so City Skylines. Before we start, I just want to give a huge shout out. Original Penguin, he did a stream the other day that is fantastic stream. If you're new to City Skylines, definitely check out Original Penguin's stream over on his YouTube channel, filled with lots of great information.
Wow.
And necessities that you need when you first start out.
He's a great guy, and he's done a huge amount over the years for the Stadia community, and he's also lost a lot of weight, guys.
Yeah.
He needs a round of applause because he's lost some significant weight over the last and planned. I hasten to. Do you know, I hate it when you see someone in the street and you go, "Wow, you look great! You've lost so much weight," and they go, "Yeah, I've got cancer." No. Has that never happened to you? Or is it just me? Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, well, you could also walk up to a larger woman and say, "Hey, how far along are you?" And she's like, "I'm not pregnant." And you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah, no, that could be a disaster. You're absolutely right. Go for it, John. Judge away, my friend.
So City Skylines. So when I first started out, I went going in, never had played it before. And let me tell you, there's definitely a lot to take in this game. They do have like little mini tutorials and pop-ups that give you, that tells you what stuff does and what you need to do. But I'm going to be 100% honest here. I went over to the City Sky. This is before Adam had his stream. I went over to the City Skylines YouTube channel. I looked for any beginner videos. They had a series of videos. I watched the very first one. It was about an hour, and it laid down the basics. Because for me, I'm a visual learner, so if I see other people doing it, and they're talking about it, it all clicks in. So for me, that's what really clicked in and allowed me to then build upon and expand, get those fundamentals and go in.
Yeah.
We're going to start here. The first category here about how quickly to get it. It's easy to get into. Once you first boot it up, you can create a Paradox account, and basically what that is, it's for marketing, but it also opens up an item, a Paradox center, or a little thing that you can use for the people in your city to go and socialize and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I recommend just creating that Paradox account. You link it to the game, and you're right in there. We took a look at it when it launched for Stadia Pro. Rokk, you got clicked in, and you went right in there. So it's fairly easy to get into. There's a ton of DLC for the game as well. It comes with a couple of DLCs installed. There's some free ones as well. But getting into the game from your library, it's easy. I'm going to give that a 4 because it's nice. Other than a few choices of creating that Paradox account and then selecting a scenario or just like an open map. Yeah. You're pretty much a few clicks and you're into it. So we'll give that a 4.
Thank you.
Next, can you pick up from where you left off, or does it have regular saves? So by default, it saves every 10 minutes. You can go in there and change that. You can make it shorter. You can make it longer. But it's really good for you're able just to save it exact point in time where you are.
Oh, hang on. It's Stadia on the phone.
It's Phil Spencer.
It's Phil. I wonder where he got to. Bless him.
Yeah, exactly. So you can pick up exactly right where you left off. Like the moment in time, you save it, you go, you come back, and it's perfectly right there. So I'm going to give that a 5. That's definitely going to be a 5 out of 5 for the ability to pick up where you left off. Now,
that's cool. I'm getting good vibes here.
good vibes, but unfortunately, we're looking at this at a casual player, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
how easy is it to play? This is where it's going to falter when we're looking at it in the casual gamer's perspective.
Right.
Because if you're a casual gamer, you really don't you just like to be able to play the game, not have to do too many things, nice, simple, and easy. Well, this game by default and by its name, City Skylines, you're building your own city, your metropolis, and you've got a ton of things to manage and worry about, like your electricity, your water, the sewage, the people's happy, place for them to work, the environment, your roads, noise pollution, like 101 things and then some.
Wow.
So, like I said, watching the video, I watched that 1 hour video. I got a good foundation, and I feel confident I was able to go in and be able to create my city, go on the stream there, have fun. People had questions. I was able to answer them as well.
Yep.
Going in to me without knowing anything at all, like you're going to be bombarded with all these little pop-ups. Say, oh, now you can build roads. Now you have economy. Now you have taxes. Now you can set policies. Now you've got industries. People are dying. Where's the, education and all this good stuff there? Really, how easy is it to play from a casual player's perspective? I'm going to give that 1.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty difficult, like going into it, not knowing, and not really. You have to have patience for the game.
Can I just check? Can I just check, John? Though that's like fresh in, learning curve, big steep learning curve.
Yes, exactly.
But if you kind of spent many hours and you knew the game, could you jump in and play it easily, quickly then?
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Like if you watched somebody, like if you watched Original Penguins video, or you watch City Skylines, or you watch someone else play, and they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
After about an hour or so, you definitely can jump in there and you can feel confident in doing it. Off the cuff, no.
To start with, big learning curve. But and if you've got the time to put in to do that, then give it some time, and the whole thing will be like, I'm just thinking about things like farming simulators, similar, lots of learning curve. But once you've mastered it, you can go in for 20 minutes and mow your field and come out and go and have dinner or what have you. And I'm assuming a similar thing here. You could just pop in for 10 minutes, manage your city. So it's 1 to begin with, but it could go up a lot higher in time.
Definitely.
Difficult one.
It's really hard to give it a rating, but like I said, again, under that casual gamer, like how you have, like you said, you have to be willing to put in the time and just constantly go at it. But once you get past that little hump in the learning curve, everything starts making sense. It's a natural flow. You're introduced to new items and gameplay and things like that, but it makes sense now. Okay, I know what to do. Okay, so we're going to set this policy for these districts where they conserve water, the industry is farming, no dogs allowed, and free transit. It makes all sense on how you do that and everything. So it's a very steep learning curve. Is it rewarding? I'm giving this like 5. It's a 5 out of 5, because seeing your city and going in and going down to the street level and seeing the people running, jumping, playing, walking to work, the cars going through, people being happy, going to work, playing in the park, shopping, the police going out there and catching those robbers, and the fire department trucks going down the street, putting out fires. Like it is like a fully breathing and living city.
Right.
And just to see your think about like, wow, I created this, and it's so addicting. Before I wasn't quite sure. I'm like, the Sim City type.
Yeah.
Those games are okay, but once I got into this, I can see why everyone's addicted to it, and there's oodles of extra DLC. The game itself, the base game, has a ton of content, but all the other DLC is like, holy crap. Like, you literally could say, okay, I'm playing City Skylines, and for the next couple of years, just be content with all that there is to see and to do there. So I'm definitely giving that a 5.
Awesome.
5 out of 5.
That should have been that one. Sorry, guys. I was dealing with naughty people in the chat.
Oh my God, they're hitting us up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know we're getting raided. Right, don't matter none. So you gave that a 5 out of 5.
A 5 out of 5, and
very
then
good.
The final category here, value for your money. If you're not a Stadia Pro subscriber, it is. It's worth it. I forget what the cost is for the game if you're not Stadia Pro, but it wasn't too much. I don't think it was more than $29. Maybe it might even be $25. Again, I don't care. Even if it was $50, it's worth it because there's so much content. The replay value of this game is tremendous.
Yeah.
And kudos to Paradox for putting this on Stadia Pro. They're gonna make a killing on this game with the amount of time that people come back day after day after day after day to play this game.
It's quite expensive to pick up all the DLC too.
If you want to get all the DLCs, it's ridiculous. I wouldn't even advise of even considering those. Maybe 1 or 2, but once you see what's in the game there, you have to take things bite-sized, like a bit at a time. Don't be too ambitious, because if you do, then you've got so much to worry about and so much to manage. You know, one step at a time, and then you get in that natural flow of things, and you're good to go. So really, for this game, it's the learning curve. That steep learning curve is what would be a potential warning that I would say for a casual game.
So would you say value for money was 5 out of 5, John?
Yeah, it is. It's
well, here's an interesting thing. Even with the 1 point for the learning curve, it still managed to get into our recommendations. So you have judged it guilty of being an excellent casual game on Stadia, which of course is the home of casual gamers. So we just need to hear it one more time for John. Guilty! Awesome stuff. Thank you for that, my friend. I absolutely consider myself in that bracket, as we know, and that would be the thing for me. Knowing that I've got to put in quite a lot of learning, like you did. You went off and you watched videos and you know, which is fantastic. And I absolutely get that once that's done, you've got a game that's going to just be there and under your skin and, you know, really up for it. What are those two sneaked off to do, John?
I don't know.
Hey, when one of them goes, it's one thing. When one of them sneaks off, that's fair enough. But both of them?
I was trying to reset my camera. I think.
We're going to hurtle and rurtle, because the next one we've got here is pro tip. Now, listen, good news. Mafia 3, excited. But you know, last week I'd lost everybody's video. No, here they are. See, it's that little bit at the end that gets you.
That's the tip.
That's the tip. That's the tip of the tip. Awesome stuff. I don't know, you guys are so rude. William, tell us all about Mafia 3.
Yeah, Mafia 3, of course, is a sequel to the Mafia franchise. And if you've played 1 and 2, you're going to love 3. The story doesn't exactly continue, but you do see familiar faces from the other games. One of your underbosses is the main character from part 2. But basically, you're Lincoln Clay. You live in New Bordeaux, which is a fictional city based on New Orleans. And it's set in the 60s in a very turbulent part of our history. And it involves JFK, the underworld, the mafia, all these cool things. And as Lincoln Clay, you build and manage your crime family in a historical setting. There's racism, there's mafia vengeance and violence. like as an example, if you just walk around town and you end up in the wrong side of town, you'll hear a lot of boys and what are you doing on this side of town and all that kind of stuff. But for the tips for this game, I would say try not to die. I know that sounds stupid, but dying sucks in this game. They penalize you heavy for dying. Half of your money gets deducted from your corpse. So when you respawn, you lose half of your fundage. And funding is so very important in this game. So when you start to collect your cash, make sure you stop at your safe house and put it in the safe as often as possible, because that will help you a lot. Another way to save money for those upgrades and other stuff is to scavenge ammo. And the vest. This game is very much like Grand Theft Auto 5 in a way. It's set up that way. So you have armor vests, you have ammo, different weapons, and then unlike GTA 5, you can actually upgrade yourself once you start to expand your Mafia family and start doing missions for them. Use stealth when you can, if running and gunning isn't working for you. And cover is your friend. One of the mechanics in the game is you can crouch behind cover and take pot shots at people while you're still protected. That's very important. Definitely do that. Side missions, as you're building your underbosses and your crew, it is extremely important to do their side missions for profits and for boss loyalty within the family. It's kind of interesting mechanic how the larger your family gets, your underbosses can squabble and fight amongst each other, and they're all trying to impress you the most. And it's interesting how you can play one against the other to try to get a little more money and stuff like that. And then later in the game, of course, there are decisions that you make within your crime family that affect the ending of the game. No spoilers, but definitely keep that in mind. Track down and recruit rival underbosses and enforcers. They give you a choice. When you go in and you take over an area, they will allow you to assassinate or recruit the person you're killing. If you kill them, you get nothing. If you recruit them, you get a chunk of change and more kickbacks later. So definitely save the people. Prioritize your upgrades, which allows Lincoln to have improved accuracy, less recoil, additional adrenaline slots, quicker regeneration, and on your vehicle, you can upgrade those as well. Definitely upgrade to indestructible tires. That's one of my awesome tips there for your car. And later in the game, as you go, you'll have major large battle encounters. Properly prepare yourself for each of the larger battles in the game before you go in them. Usually, you'll have a marker, you drive to it, and the mission starts. So make sure you call in all your reinforcements, or you fill up on your ammo, or whatever you need to do before going into those encounters. And my last little tip here would be explore. It's a beautiful city, and there's all kinds of interesting conversations to be heard and encounters if you just walk around and experience the world. The world is alive, so people have a day and night cycle, and you can uncover some interesting things just by listening. And like I said before, there's a real world component here for racism and other things. So definitely walk around as Lincoln and experience how people react to you depending on where you're at and what side of town you're on. It is an incredible game. And the soundtrack, ladies and gentlemen. The soundtrack, I can't say enough about it. It's incredible. It brings you right back to that time period, and they just knocked it out of the park. I don't know how much they spent on their music, but it had to have been a large amount.
I love this game. I completed it before it came to Stadia, before Stadia was out, in fact. And I exactly the same as you, William. You feel immersed in that world. You kind of feel what it's like to have in that kind of climate that there was at that point. And of course, Ray as well, because I know you are a massive fan of history. You can collect old Playboy covers, which is one of the benefits of the game.
Yeah, I beat this game as well. I love the soundtrack, love the game, love the fact that you can choose what faction to kind of like work for in your path. So yeah, love this game.
Yeah,
So 1 and 2,
superb.
1 and 2 in the franchise was pretty locked down as an open world goes.
Mm-hmm.
2 was a little more open, but not exactly. And this one is fully immersive, fully open world. You can drive anywhere you want. Another last tip. Make sure that you you kill witnesses to crimes or you threaten them, because crimes will be reported. So either take out the witness quickly or catch up to them and threaten them, because if the cops are called, they definitely bird dog you till they get you. But the secret to get away from them is if you can dive in the water and submerge yourself, they give up pretty quickly at that point.
Yeah. No, I agree. Superb game, and absolutely fantastic that you chose it this week. We're still waiting for those Mafias as well, the earlier ones, aren't we?
Yeah,
They're
1 and
coming.
2.
They're coming.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the number 1 remake. I loved 1, and it looks like they polished the hell out of it. So I'm really excited to play that when it comes.
It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much, my friend. Let's quickly have a burst. Yeah, watch it. And we're back. We're back for a little bit of raise praise. And you know what that means, fellas? When it's raise praise time, there's one video that the whole world loves to watch. Boom. Raymond! We love it. You love it. They're pretending you don't love it. You love it. Who are you praising this week, my friend?
Oh, Canada. We are praising 2 wonderful Canadians with their wonderful The Stadia Party Chat Podcast.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Ricardo and Sebastien. Oh my God. These guys, I watched this show. They talk about Stadia, and they also talk about Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful show. I actually happened to one night just there's somebody talking about Stadia content. So I just clicked in, watched the show. Amazing guys. First they do their Stadia, the Destiny news, and then they switch over to the Stadia news, and they talk about Stadia games coming, speculations, the same stuff that we do on our show. But kudos to these guys. They right now on their YouTube channel, they have about 73 followers. Stadians or anybody interested about Stadia, you guys should really follow these guys because they're great. Really nice guys. Clean, very respectful show. Just guys, Go check it out. Go check it out.
We kind of a whole bunch of us found out for the first time about these guys, and I learned of them when they were streaming because of your tweet, Ray, and I think you got, was it Primo that told you about them?
Yeah,
well? Yeah.
Word of mouth in our community is great, guys, because you just like I said, there's so many hidden gems out there of good content out there. And so, shout out to Primo. He turned me onto it, and I think I turned you onto it, Rokk. And
you did.
And so, watched the whole show, and I was really impressed. So I said, you know what? I'm going to praise these guys and support these guys. And we've been following each other on Twitter. Yeah. Always been following them. I saw that. And they've been following me. So it's just good to see that their content. There's Primo right there. Hello.
Yeah, there he is.
But once again, congratulations, Ricardo, Sebastien, and guys, man, and they're from Canada.
Yeah, they are. They are from
nice
Canada,
guys.
I think they're from your side of Canada as well, actually, John.
Yeah, I think they're a couple hours north.
Toronto, I think. Well, I think
they're further north. Yeah.
Are they? Oh, okay. I think Ricardo. Well, he was talking about one of the studios being in Toronto, and I think he was. But he may be from there. Either way, great show. Loved it. It's they do an in-depth look at news, Stadia news. They start with, interestingly enough, Destiny news. They're big Destiny fans, and then they slide into Stadia news, and they do what we do, but in more detail and without the dad
they made
jokes.
me want to pick up and play Destiny 2, and they also, guys, they do writing for Stadia Source too. If you didn't know that, so
I didn't know that.
Go to their Twitter page. Their Twitter page is it's at Chat Stadia.
Yep.
And you can see Stadia Party Chat podcast, 2 Canadian hosts, podcasts every Sunday discussing Stadia news, rumors, and the latest on Destiny 2. News writer at Stadia Source, and they have their YouTube channel that you guys can click on there. So yeah, they just joined 20 of like last year. I mean, they've been on Twitter for about a year. So follow these guys, man. They're
and
great.
I was amazed to see I was Ricardo's first follower on Twitter. We had an account. I was the first one in there. I was like, what's going on? These guys need some love. So do watch them. I mean, genuinely, it's a really good show. And, they clearly care about the platform and Destiny. 2 of my big loves, as it turns out. And what also amazed me, Ray, I'm always, as you guys, as people in the content creating business, I'm always keen when I watch other people do their craft, how they... Right. Now, what they did, which I really liked, was they were able to keep a conversation going and type really detailed chat messages at the same time. Yes. I mean, I can't even talk and walk at the same time.
Exactly.
Divide my brain into 2 parts. So, great guys, and really good choice this week, Ray, as well, particularly as so many of us have just discovered them and subscribed. Make sure you get down and increase that subscriber list. They're very deserving of Ray's praise this week.
Scooter Romer, we'll get the links in. What we do is after the show, Rokk we'll put them in the description, so guys come back and check it out.
Yeah, the problem, Scooter, is, as you know, if you've got less than 100 subscribers, you have to just use the hideous long URL that YouTube gives you. So even if I put it on screen, you'll be like, probably mistype it. So I whack it down in the description as soon as the show's finished, and then obviously you can just grab it from there. But if you go to at Chat Stadia on Twitter, hopefully the guys have got a link in their bio in any case, and you can obviously subscribe and follow them there. But definitely give these guys some love, I think. And I didn't realize there was the connection with Stadia Source, and that is the mark of, because Dan doesn't let any old Egypt right for the website, so I think that says a huge amount. So that is great. It's a lovely Ray's praise. Thank you so much, Ray.
Not a problem.
Now, just to finish off, and we'll head out to the hills, and we can all go and have beans on toast. Did you see me on Bryant's?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, I was so happy, very happy for you.
It was a great. You do sometimes you do stuff and it just works, and I just we clicked and I think it comes across. Yeah, it comes across, and he's a great guy. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. Just before we go, chaps, I just want to mention tomorrow, as we know, is Stadia Pro Day. It's also the 1st of June, and as it happens, I'm also starting something tomorrow. And here is the little change of graphic there for you. Player versus Cancer. So a few of you have done amazingly donated already, and I'm looking to raise £1,000, let's say $1,200, give or take, for Young Lives versus Cancer, which is it's a UK charity, and I understand most of my audience is not in the UK, so I appreciate that you may want to keep your money at home, and I fully get that. That's fine. But what these guys do, which is why this is the second year I'm supporting them, is unlike a lot of these charities that sort of kind of imply that if you give them money they'll find a cure for cancer, which let's be honest, ain't happening any day soon, and it ain't going to come out from a charity anyway. What these guys do is they support young people who either have cancer or have family members, mum or dad, for example, who are going through that process as well. And they provide them with some financial aid if they need to pay for extra heating at home, or if they need anything that they need some money for. They provide, obviously, mental support, because it's incredibly stressful, anxious time for obvious reasons, particularly if you're a little person. Which is especially what they deal with. They also provide accommodation, because a lot of these hospitals for treatment can be anywhere in the UK, away from home, and it can be expensive. You can be away for weeks on a time, so they provide accommodation. And they do campaigning at a political level as well to try and change laws and make things a little bit more accessible. So they're a great charity. They're only up the road from me, in fairness. Last year they engaged really well. This year they've done the same thing. I'm looking to raise 1,000. The way I'm looking to do this, guys, and I said this on Brian's show, I'm too old to do these 24-hour binges, so I'm spreading it out across the month. And just to give you a taste of what I'm going to be doing, my great band members here have agreed that over the space of the month, we're going to take each of the sections. So we've got Ray's Praise, we've got John's Judging, and we've got William's Stadia Pro Tips. And we're going to do special live shows for each of those sections. So one week we'll all play a game, and we'll decide whether we feel it's a great game, or we'll judge it with John. And then another week we'll do something special around Ray's Praise. And then another week we'll play one of William's choice games, and he can give us tips as we go. So that's going to be fun. I'm also going to be bringing back Stars of Stadia for at least one live show with a very special guest, and that's lined up. And I'm going to be doing more game stuff and community stuff like these guys do every day, like Wreckfest and PUBG and all that kind of stuff, looking at the new pro games. So I'm not asking for masses. These are difficult, hard times. We're all struggling financially. But even if you can put $1 in the pot, there's a link down there to bit.ly/Rokk -donate. I haven't looked at, I don't know if you guys can have a little look for me and see what the current total is. Last time I was blown away. We were a third of the way to the total, and I hadn't even launched it yet. So I'm super optimistic that we're going to get there. But that'll all kick off tomorrow. It probably won't happen tomorrow because I've got a bit of a hospital appointment thing. But certainly I'm starting the whole process tomorrow, and I'll be rolling out when all these various shows and things will be coming. So I appreciate you guys were amazing last year, and I know that you'll put a couple of dollars in the pot, and it all goes. I think they told me, for example, £35 is enough to provide accommodation. They've got their own houses that they own, all nicely decorated with PlayStations and stuff, and they basically, the running cost of those is about £35 to put a family up for a few days. So £1,000 is going to make a huge difference. It genuinely is. So there you go. I hope. Thank you for indulging me, chaps. I appreciate that. That's kind of just slightly outside our remit, but I know you guys you're all as generous as I am. So there you go. This, my friends, has been the Rokk Show. Let's do our quick run around. Ray, what have you got coming up in the coming week?
Well, in about a couple of hours, I'm going to be on the Gaming Advocate Show with Chase, talking about the future of gaming.
Wow.
And then you guys know I play on all these platforms. Later tonight, I'm doing Aragami on the Luna. On the
You're
Luna
doing
Zone.
what? What's he doing?
What the hell's the game? It's Aragami. The game is called Aragami. Aragami.
Could you spell that, please? No, I know. Origami. Brilliant. So it's like paper folding and stuff.
No, you're thinking of a different game.
I'm thinking of origami, mate.
Anyway, also, guys, on Thursday, I do Cloud Nation TV with Dr. Spaceman Vet, JD Maker Chaos. Also, and then later, later tonight, I'm doing a sports show with Vet. And then, then I'm streaming Amazon Luna. Thursday, Cloud Nation TV. Wow. And then Friday, I will be on Lo-Fi Monk's show. He's interviewing me. So thank you guys. Oh, and Retro Rewind.
Have you actually got time to eat?
No, I'm getting divorced. Just playing.
Wow. William, my lovely friend, what do you got coming up this coming week? And hopefully nowhere near as long as him, because we run out of time, mate.
Yeah, I hear that. Later today at 4:15, doing an episode of Man Cave over at the Climaxes channel.
Awesome.
And then this Sunday coming up, Retro Rewind, we got a couple of arcade cabinet makers joining us. So it should be fantastic.
Awesome.
Really? That's interesting. Wow. Arcade cabinet. What, from old school or they kind of new?
They DIY the new stuff. So they'll get an old cabinet and then they'll put new guts in it. And so it'll play multiple games. And,
that's awesome. What, and then with emulators, presumably? And
yep.
Yeah. And do they, I'm just a bit of a geek. CRTs or LCDs?
I think LCDs.
See, John, let it down right at the last fence, mate. We were almost there. Talking of John, he's just fresh from his 10K workout. What have you got coming up this week?
Yeah, you like that? So, there you go. I'm going to be streaming Far Cry Primal here in about half hour. And then tomorrow, I'm going to stream, oh gosh, we got all those pro games. I'm going to stream at least Death Run TV and Deliver Us the Moon. And by the end of the week, I'm going to stream all the pro games, and every day this week, Roller Champions. I've been playing that game, totally love it, and I've been streaming that. There's Twitch drops in that as well, so I've been streaming that over on Twitch, and it's super fun game. And I can't wait for that to come to Stadia.
It will.
In the near future.
I've had a word.
Yep.
Oh. He had a word, and then he disappeared. I had a word.
Yeah.
Couldn't have it. They had to remove him.
Oh my gosh.
Go on, SPG. What are you doing? Or are you done, John?
Yep. No, and then on Friday, Stadium Connect North. So other
wonderful
than that,
show.
Yes, thank you. I don't know if Rokk is gone or something happened.
Rokk, this Ubisoft made him disappear like your saves on Breakpoint.
Say, I'm guessing his internet had a hiccup. Would be my guess.
That made me chuckle.
He does that.
I just accidentally pushed my mouse too far and it all just died.
PR took Rokk out. The nerf report. What's going on, Brian?
I just love the accent you did. So, John, what are you doing next week? That was awesome, John. Sorry, had you finished?
No, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, cool. And what? Oh, William has been, Ray.
Oh yeah, I already went.
You just don't pay attention.
I'm sorry. I've been deleting all the porn that's been coming in.
I know.
It's I'm reporting. I'm reporting it. I know.
Yeah, it is
I know
me.
You in the chat. You're like, that's all right. I reported your ass. How about that?
Yeah, it's my potty mouth that's done it, Ray. I reckon.
Stop it, Jeff. Stop it.
It's Jeff's mates from flipping. What's it called? What's his thing called that he's got that channel Unfriends or whatever it's called? Only Friends. That's the one. It's all his mates from there.
Hold up. There's OnlyFans, my mini videos, Pornhub X video, all those places.
And Jeff's on all of those.
He's on all this.
He will be once he's done his bubble bath series. It's coming up. God, blimey. Talk about sink the Bismarck. Chaps, thank you so much. I love you, fellas. This is our favourite time of the year and the week even, and sometimes even the day. Let's get the whole calendar in and feel inclusive. I'm going to be doing all that lovely charity raising stuff, so you'll be seeing a lot of me. And please, make sure you subscribe to these people because they are by far the best content creators this side of Mars, I reckon. Beyond Mars, there are some amazing ones, but these guys they're interplanetary. Fellas, thank you so much. Brilliant show as always. Have a fantastic week.
Thank you.
And I won't see you next Tuesday, guys, because I mentioned about hospital and stuff. It goes on, but but I'll be watching. I might even be in the chat. You never know. But I love you all. Have a great week. I'll see you all soon. Rock out.
Bye.